Brand new Benjamins hit the streets this week, so what do all those little symbols on your $100 bills mean anyway? Hey guys, this is Annie for D-News. Newly redesigned $100 bills went into circulation this week, though it might be a little while before you actually lay eyes on one. Depending on how often you actually come into contact with $100 bills in general, in my case, never. But maybe you're a bank teller, or say, this guy, in which case you may have already seen one. Either way, when you do, you'll notice a number of changes meant to enhance the security of the bill. Now, as some background, counterfeit US currency is relatively rare. In 2003, the US Department of Treasury estimated $70 million worth of counterfeit US cash in circulation worldwide, which actually only accounts for about 1 out of every 10,000 notes. But it's not unheard of, and hundreds are obviously among the most valuable fakes. You might remember reports from several years ago about so-called super notes, which were near-perfect $100 fakes that were once rumored to come from North Korea. In the early 2000s, a British gang was charged with printing millions of dollars worth of high-caliber fakes as well. So every few years, the US adds new security features to stay ahead of the curve, and in this version, there are two. A blue 3D ribbon with images of bells and hundreds, and a color-changing bell in an inkwell. Both are meant to be user-friendly, allowing average people to easily verify that it's real. Apart from those two changes, there are several design updates that, as always, incorporate bits of US history and identity. The biggest being the Benji himself, Benjamin Franklin, who happens to be one of two non-US presidents whose mug is on paper currency, the other being Alexander Hamilton on your 10 spots. Hold the bill up to light and you'll see a second Benjamin on the right. Other details include tiny printed words on his jacket collar and phrases from the Declaration of Independence to the right of the portrait. And on the front and back, you'll see gold hundreds in large type to help the visually impaired recognize the bills. Currency design in general has attracted lots of intrigue over the years, the most persistent of these having to do with the symbol on the back of ones and a vast Freemason or Illuminati conspiracy depending on what message board you're on. This theory was so persistent that it once prompted an official rebuke from the Freemasons of America. But what all that detail really comes down to is making it as difficult as possible to forge, and maybe even nice to look at. It's money after all. And for more on how money makes the world go round, be sure to check out Trace's episode from a while back on the real value of paper currency. Have you seen one of these new bills out in the wild yet? Let us know in the comments or on Twitter @DNews. As always, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.